This is a very special day for the Stark Area Regional Transit Authority and the Ohio State University. Today we're launching the first revenue service fuel cell bus in the state of Ohio. This bus here is one of the first 10 that the Stark Area RTA will be getting, which will make us the largest fuel cell fleet in the country outside of California. One of the things that we're going to do is a little demonstration. With this being a zero-emission vehicle, what happens is hydrogen comes out of the tanks, is on the top, goes into the fuel cell, combines with oxygen from the air to make electricity. The only thing that actually comes out of the bus is water itself. You can see my illustrious crew here to the left. We're actually collected some of this water from the bus earlier this morning, and we're also collecting water from the bus right now. And so what happens, the water literally comes out on the back side. The water is so clean that you can actually drink the water. There's a number of us that are going to actually drink this water to show you how clean it is. So those who have decided to ingest some of this water, come up here with me, please.
Come on, Chuck.
I'll do it. It's not vodka, so we approve. To Ohio. Take the cup. Don't dump the water out, it's very valuable. Cheers. Might get thirsty. Yeah, the speakers, if you come on, bring your glass if you get thirsty. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce Joe Calabrese. He's a member of the OPTA Board of Directors, and also in his spare time, he's the General Manager of the Greater Cleveland RTA. So, Joe.
Thanks, Kurt. My pleasure to be here. Certainly, what a great event to demonstrate how public transit is the future, not in terms of technology, but in terms of moving people that need to and want to be moved. Great to be here. Great to share a few stories with you about the importance of public transit. Greater Cleveland, we just went through 15 public meetings about service cuts and fare increases. And anyone who's gone through it, they understand it's pretty brutal. But it's a way for us to get close to our customers. And what public transit does best is get people to work, to school, to healthcare. And in these meetings, we saw both sides of the equation. There's people who want to use public transit. I think they're the future, the millennials. The people who see that they want to live in an area where there is choice of transportation. And there are those that have no choice. I think one of our mottos at Cleveland RTA is we want to be the mode of choice for people who have a choice and the lifeline for those that don't. And as a state, as a city, and I think this is true at the state as well, we're getting older and we're getting poorer in many areas. And because of that, there's more and more people who need to rely on public transit. Those are the people that need it. Those are the people without a choice. Those are the people that I think our elected officials were elected to serve, those that need help from others to survive and to go on with their daily lives. There's the other group, the millennials, the younger generation, the people not of my generation that grew up in an automobile-oriented society that really want to live in an area where public transit is an option. And they have the mobility to either live in Ohio or to live somewhere else. And if we can't give them the amenities they want here, they're going to go someplace else, which is really not what we want to do moving forward as a state. We all heard the numbers. Again, I want to thank FTA, I want to thank ODOT for all they do. They do as much as they can, but the bottom line is public transit is underfunded by the state of Ohio. Well, the typical state provides 20% of funding for public transit. That amount coming out of the state budget is 0.7%. I know they flex more federal money, and I want to thank them for that every chance we get. They commissioned the State Transit Needs Study that was published last year that said, number one, we need to double the size of public transit in Ohio because people can't get where they're trying to go because we're not attracting and retaining the people we want to attract. They highlighted the infrastructure needs we have, that over 1/3 of the buses in the state are beyond their useful life, and one of the concerns is there's not enough local share, local communities to even access the federal dollars. So unfortunately, we're going in the wrong direction. There was a point in time where the state provided 50% of the non-federal match on capital projects. We'd love to get back there. There was a point in time when the state would provide funding to provide seniors and disabled half fare all the time in Ohio. We still do it, but the state stopped funding that back in 2009, 2010. So we're not only moving forward, unfortunately moving backwards. I think one of the reasons we're here today is to start the momentum, because we don't want Cleveland to miss the bus, and that bus is a bus of the future. And we want all Ohioans and all Clevelanders to be on that bus. Thank you very much.